Hey McDonough, so let's talk about rent to own homes because every time interest rates go up or somebody's credit score is not quite ready, people start asking, can I just rent now and buy later? What about rent to own? And honestly, sometimes yes, but sometimes it sounds way better than it actually is. So let's break it out in plain English. So, hey guys, I'm Nakia Warner with Pink Sands Group. And if you know me, you know I love educating people and just letting them know all about the real estate market. So, if this is your first time here, please like, subscribe, or share it with a friend. Now, the thing is, I've actually helped a lot of buyers in rent-to-own situations in our area. So for the right person, it can be an amazing stepping stone into home ownership, especially if your credit needs work, you need more money to save for your down payment, or you're self-employed and you just need more time to qualify. But I also want people to understand what these programs really are before jumping in. So here's the basic idea. So you find a home that you want, a rent-to-own company, they will buy the home for you. Then you rent it back from them while you work on becoming mortgage ready or ready to qualify for a home loan. Now, some programs, they even give you a coach to help you improve your credit and finances while you're renting. That's pretty good. And depending on the company, part of your monthly payment may go towards future payment savings. Now, that part sounds amazing, right? But here's where people get confused. Not every rent to own company works the same. Now, some companies are going to lock in your future price up front, meaning if the house is worth more later, that could help you. Also, if the house is worth less, you might not want to buy it. Other programs lean more towards whatever the market value is when you're ready to buy. And trust me, that matters a whole lot. Now, actually, I had a client in the Locust Grove area. She did this through the Home Partners program quite a few years ago. So she rented the home first, then later bought the house back from the company in like a year. And the really cool part, the home value had gone up while she was renting it. But because her purchase price had already been set up front, she walked into the deal with so much equity in her home, like a whole lot. Basically, she was buying a house that was worth more than what she was paying for it. And you guys, she is still in that house today and she absolutely loves her community and her neighborhood. Just talked to her not too long ago. So yes, rent to own absolutely can work beautifully for the right person and the right program. But that's also why understanding the details matters so much because her agreement worked in her favor. Not every agreement does. And this is not one of those, girl, just move in, let's figure it out later situations. No, ma'am, not at all. This is actually something that you want to read every detail, understand the numbers situation. And honestly, the rent to own world has changed a lot over the past years. You see, a lot of these companies bought up homes during that crazy COVID market. We all remember when you were fighting over homes, but see, many renters, they never bought these homes. So some companies actually shut down, got acquired, or shifted towards just renting houses instead. That's why true rent to own options are not as common as they used to be. Now, personally, I think rent to own can still be great for somebody who has stable income, is serious about buying, and they just need time to improve their credit or they need time to save more money. But you need a plan because if you spend 3, 4 years renting and you never get mortgage ready, you actually may lose money that you put into this program. And that's the part that people just don't talk about enough. And here's the big questions that I recommend that you ask before signing anything if you don't have a realtor. Is my purchase price locked in now? How long do I have to buy this home? What happens if I decide not to buy? Is it a penalty? Because sometimes there may be. Does any rent go towards my down payment? Are there extra fees? Who handles the repairs? Is it me? Is it the landlord? And can I use my own lender later? And most importantly, can I realistically qualify for a mortgage before this agreement ends? Because this is the thing. The goal is home ownership, not just renting a house with a few extra steps. And honestly, sometimes I look at someone's situation, you know what I say? You know what? You actually may be closer to buying traditionally than you think. That happened to a few of my buyers, especially with right now down payment assistance programs, builder incentives, credit programs. That's why I always tell people, don't assume rent to own is your only option. Sometimes it's the best option. Sometimes it's not. So if you're curious about rent to own in McDonough, Stockbridge, Hampton, Locust Grove, anywhere around Henry County, anywhere in Metro Atlanta, comment rent to own below or just send me a message. I'm going to help you figure out what program still exists, what the fine print means, and whether this is actually the smartest move for you. Because you know what? We're not just trying to get into houses. We are trying to build home ownership in the smart way. So happy shopping, guys. Talk to you soon.